than Dean Ambrose. I learned so much from this man, and it breaks my heart to see him go.
In one of the most explosive moments in wrestling history, SummerSlam 2025 delivered a shockwave that will echo for generations. Just when it seemed Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman had seized total control of WWE, the unthinkable happened. Roman Reigns, the long-absent tribal chief, made his earth-shattering return, and he didn't come alone. Flanked by none other than Brock Lesnar and AEW's Jon Moxley, Reigns ignited a war that shattered company lines and defied every rule of modern wrestling. The WWE and AEW barrier crumbled as Moxley, an active AEW superstar, launched a violent ambush inside a WWE ring, aligning with two of the most dominant forces in wrestling history. The sight of Reigns, Lesnar, and Moxley united sent the crowd into chaos and left Seth Rollins lying in ruin. Wrestling's foundations have cracked. The forbidden door isn't just open, it's been obliterated. The perfect storm. Roman's nuclear trio targets Seth Rollins. In a jaw-dropping twist, Roman Reigns emerged from the shadows not alone, but flanked by two of wrestling's most intimidating forces. Brock Lesnar, the beast incarnate, whose raw power and dominance have terrorized WWE for over a decade, and Jon Moxley, AEW's unhinged rebel, a violent force of nature whose unpredictability and brutal style have made him a legend in his own right. This unprecedented crossover wasn't just about settling scores. It was Roman's boldest move yet, designed to crush Seth Rollins, the Money in the Bank contract holder, and Paul Heyman's key ally, and send a clear message that the tribal chief will stop at nothing to reclaim his throne. Chaos unleashed. The aftermath of betrayals and title losses. Roman's alliance with Lesnar and Moxley arrives in the wake of staggering betrayals and heart-wrenching defeats that have left the WWE landscape in turmoil. Jacob Fatu's brutal betrayal of Solo Sikoa shattered the already fragile bloodline, while Jey Uso's heartbreaking loss of the title to Gunther underscored the vulnerability creeping into Roman's once mighty empire. As Seth Rollins and Heyman's faction ran wild, seemingly untouchable with the Money in the Bank briefcase in hand, Roman faced an impossible challenge. But instead of retreating, he redefined the game entirely. By bridging WWE and AEW, breaking barriers no one dared cross before. The moment that broke the forbidden door, the scene is unforgettable. Seth Rollins, basking in his post-match celebration alongside Paul Heyman, feels untouchable, until the arena darkens and Brock Lesnar's signature music hits. The crowd explodes in cheers and gasps as the Beast Incarnate struts down the ramp, a silent but deadly smile crossing his face. Without hesitation, Lesnar throws open the ropes, beckoning Roman Reigns to the ring. Before the crowd can process this, AEW's Jon Moxley's theme blasts through the speakers, sending shockwaves through the arena. The audience erupts as Moxley slides into the ring with lightning speed, locking Rollins in his brutal paradigm shift finisher. Chaos erupts as Roman charges, driving a spear into Heyman, while Lesnar unleashes a devastating F5 on Rollins. But the destruction isn't over. Braun Breaker shatters the announcer's table as Moxley snatches the Money in the Bank briefcase, nodding solemnly to Roman before passing it over, a chilling gesture of allegiance. The three stand united amid the wreckage, a towering force of destruction, as Moxley screams into the microphone, "This is for the Shield." The crowd's roar crescendos, a seismic moment sealing the birth of a new era. What this means: Forbidden Door obliterated. This moment changed wrestling forever. An active AEW star just attacked WWE's Mr. Money in the Bank. Live on pay-per-view, destroying the illusion that these companies exist in separate worlds. Paul Heyman's worst nightmare has come true. His former clients, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, reunited with Jon Moxley, creating a faction no one can stop. Jacob Fatu's shocking betrayal now looks like part of a larger master plan orchestrated by Roman to reclaim his kingdom. Backstage cameras caught Jey Uso watching intently, visibly conflicted as his former brothers reunited on the grandest stage. Perhaps the most jaw-dropping detail? Tony Khan, AEW's president, was spotted smiling in the crowd. Was this coordinated between promotions? Is this the dawn of a new collaborative era in pro wrestling? Roman Reigns, redefining wrestling boundaries. Roman Reigns didn't just return, he broke the boundaries that once defined wrestling's landscape. With Brock Lesnar's overwhelming brute force and Jon Moxley's unhinged violence backing him, the tribal chief now commands the most unstoppable faction in history. As WrestleMania season approaches, the burning question is, can Seth Rollins survive the storm? The Money in the Bank contract suddenly feels less like a golden ticket and more like a target on his back. What's next? The future of WWE and AEW collaboration. The shocking SummerSlam alliance raises tantalizing possibilities. Will Jey Uso join Roman's revived bloodline? How will WWE and AEW navigate this blurred line between competition and collaboration? The wrestling world has been forever altered, and fans everywhere are buzzing with excitement and speculation. Sound off below, WWE versus AEW, or a new era of cooperation? Smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this story is just beginning. The tribal chief has changed wrestling forever.